Oregon will be the real deal in the Big Ten this season. Smoke, you on fire today.
I love that one right there. Now, when you hit me in the group chat about that one, it was a pleasant surprise. I was smiling from ear to ear because I like that. Because you made sense. All Oregon's done, you make sense. Typically, you don't. You call me with some foolishness or text me, and I get on the group chat, and I look at him like, Carl, you on one again. Mm-hmm. You're looking out for a coach because you don't want them to get the hook. I'm going to tell you, hook them. If they wobbling, man, drill them and get them. But Oregon has all resources, everything on there. I've heard every coach. Go ahead.
All money in.
Man, push it in. Nike money. So you got enough to buy every single player that you want. Go out and get every single coach. Got the best facilities. You got the young coach with passion, energy. He's won there. It's time to get unloaded. Coach, you know, they got Bama, Georgia, national champions. So now that you're above both of those guys in your facilities, from what the young people are saying.
That's what the kids are saying.
And the kids going to go where it's nice. They want to sit back in that barber chair and get cut up. They want to go in the studio. They want to get that chair massage. So now you got everything on deck. Energy, resource, players, coach, quarterback. It's time to get done. Now, when we touch on quarterbacks, it's straight to the offense. They lost one.
Bo Nix is a big loss, and Oklahoma let this one just walk away, right, because they thought they had a better younger guy. So talk to me. Is this the answer for them?
Well, for Oklahoma letting them walk away, right move for them. But Oregon getting this, great move for them. You have a loaded team offensively. So what do you need? You need a veteran quarterback to come in just to manage the game. I know everybody's going to be, game manager's fine. That's what quarterbacks do. The elite ones are the one that change the game. He's not an elite player. He's a good player that manages the game, and we'll have an opportunity in the NFL. Carl, on the outside, Evan Stewart can go.
Monster.
Ted Johnson, 1,000-yard receiver. Holden. Bama transfer, came over, it was 500-plus receivers.
You got to throw the Bama in. We talking about the Big Ten. There's no need to mention that he came from Bama. Go ahead.
If you ever start the alphabet, what letter do you start it with? Good. It starts with an A. Don't have to end with a Z, but it can start with an A. And now when you talk about running back, he's from Alabama. He's from Tennessee. James Jordan can flat out get it done. Inside, outside. Enough mobility and a little shake to him. Cut on a dime. But big guy that can get down here and score. Now the O-line, these are your dudes. So I'm going to let you touch on that.
Johnny Cornelius, you know I love him. He committed to Oregon on one of our earlier shows.
That's the baby.
My guy, Johnny Cornelius, a pro, a real road grader, also great in pass protection. Another guy that I've been watching lately that I like is a guard, Marcus Harper out of Chicago. Has really developed into a pro prospect itself. Josh Connolly, Oregon is really tough up front. And they have what we would call Big Ten bodies. They have the girth, the power, and the flexibility to compete in the box in the Big Ten. So I do love what they got going on with the offensive line.
You know, Carl, I sat down and I wrote down, you said tackle, left tackle.
Yes.
Right tackle.
Yes.
Guard.
Yes.
Yeah, the only position you didn't say is the guy that throw the ball between his legs and beg for help.
We're not dealing with any hate on the center today.
I'm just saying, you didn't say the most important guy. Now, Reed, let's touch on the defense, because this is what Dan Lanning does. He applies pressure. He stops the run. But if you ever coach in this defense, the most important piece of it is the back end. Alexander Muhammad, Savage, and a young boy. He's been putting on some heat out there, Carl. Elijah Rushing. Not only is he rushing the quarterback, Carl, he putting on so much pressure out there, they begging him for stop. So when you have the front end and the back end tied in together, you know what that is, explosive plays. You take the air out of the pocket, you take the air out of the coverage, and you create ways to now have that quarterback and that O-line in your favorite position, center, make all the checks to where they're going to set the protection to. Now you really have an issue.
You better stop hating on the center. If the center gets the Mike idea of the front run, we got chaos. Don't sleep on it.
So, Carl, okay, let's walk the people through real quick what you're talking about. What's so hard about what your center, the guy that rolls the ball back, when he's setting this defensive front, and they got to transfer over there to Caldwell. They got to worry about him, too, because he's a defensive tackle, so he's going to be over your guy. But when they come out, the center has to be able to count either odd or even. If the guy's over top of you, what are you going to say?
Gonna say odd.
Odd, cool. So we just learned how to play center, one play. If the guy is to the right or left of you, what do you say?
We got even.
Even. Now you're gonna say, okay, where are we gonna set the protection to? Mike or Will?
Yes.
What? Just count out. Just
Mike or
Good.
Will, we're gonna go Reese's or we're gonna go Lucy, depending on whether we're gonna do a slide to the right or the left, 4-man slide versus 3-man slide. It's more to it than that. Where's the back gonna fit and insert? Is it a 60 or 70 protection where we got back help, or is it a 50s where the back is releasing? But the center has to know that, and you're gonna stop dissing the center. You can go. The center's not a topic of our show today, but I caught the little shade you threw, and we're not gonna go for it.
now, the safeties, coach. This secondary is so loaded, they can go 6 or 7 deep. As loaded, they're not better than Ohio State secondary, but this is a close second. Now let's touch on the schedule. Love their schedule and how it lines up for them. Coach, you go all the way through. First game is going to be in October that they truly have to worry about, and that's with the Buckeyes. Now, I just said that. It's time for either coaching or pretending like you're a coach. And this is where Dan Lanning is going to show the world that, hey, listen, I can get this done. Now we go back into November. We got to go in Ann Arbor.
Got to.
That's going to be a physical game. Traveling from west to east, and you go into an environment where they're going to be ready to play physical football. Now, those last 3 games, everyone's going to look at it and say, oh, yeah, it's a cupcake. But after you go through Illinois, Michigan, you know what those two teams like doing? They like getting physical and blood in your nose.
Yeah.
But Dan Lanning is built for that. He has enough explosive offense to say, listen, I can put points on the board and have my defense play in front, put that pressure on you, and ask my guys on the back end to now cover up and make this game easy. Listen to me, Reed. My man, he is ready. This is it. Oregon is going to be a problem in the Big Ten.
Does Oregon beat Ohio State?
Absolutely.